guys, it's Kenzie. We are going to talk about lash lifting and tinting consultations. We're also going to do some brow stuff, so we'll kind of get into that. But we're going to use Shannon as our beautiful model.
Look, no makeup.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about your lifestyle.
I have 2 kids and I work full time, so I'm interested in this just to kind of make things easier as far as not having to do all my makeup all the time everywhere, but I can still feel like I'm put together.
Okay, perfect. How did you hear about lash lifting and tinting?
A friend.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Did they get it done?
Yes.
Okay, and you loved it?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. When you wear like makeup, do you wear a lot of mascara so you can really see your lashes? Do you wear fake lashes?
So I feel like I have good length, but they're just kind of straight out.
Okay.
And so the lift of it, I'm hoping to kind of be able to see them more.
Okay.
As you see, I have very light lashes, so then that's why I want to kind of darken them,
okay,
so you can see them more.
So we have a couple options for tinting wise.
Okay.
I know this is your first time, so I didn't know if you wanted to go full, just do natural black so it looks like mascara. Did you want it to be like light brown, medium brown, dark brown?
I always wear mascara, and I always wear dark, so I would rather make sure it's dark. Yeah.
Natural black is definitely my suggestion, just because that's how everyone usually likes it anyways, unless they're super, super natural.
Yeah.
So cool, I love that. Okay, let's talk about your brows a little bit.
Okay.
We're gonna be tinting those today too?
Yes, because they're just as blonde as my lashes.
Cool. Are they filled in right now then?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Do you usually, that looks like a lighter brown. Do you usually use that?
I am a little bit more natural on my, my brows and stuff, so.
They have a great shape, so it looks good.
Thanks.
Cool. Okay, well, I think we will just get you sized up and then get ready to go.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Okay, I hope you guys learned something.
Okay, so when picking the rod size for the lash lift, you want to go ahead and do a dry run. As you can see here, Mackenzie is pulling the lashes up and over the lash rod. Now what we want to make sure is that it's going over the center part of the lash rod, but it's not flipping clear across and then turning back over and touching the eyelid. So we want to make sure this is where it's going to get the bend of the lashes. Now make sure when you're sizing, you're going that inside corner, middle, and a little bit on that outside corner. There's 3 different lengths in those lashes to make sure you get the right size across that rod. So as you can see, she's using her hook to push the lashes up, and we found the rod that's the perfect size for the lashes. We're going with a large size on our lash lift rod. Our next step is to protect the bottom lashes. We do not want to bring the bottom lashes up into the rod or it'll flip up. So you'll have your guest look up until you can tape down those bottom lashes to keep them securely under the tape. Once she is done with that, we're going to start with the adhesive, and we're going to use our rod and actually paint a thin coating of the adhesive right along that back side, making sure you're getting it super saturated all the way across to the very ends of it. So when I say to make sure to get the ends, remember that it's a curved rod. So you want to make sure you get those very ends. So with that corner that sets on the inside and the outside, it naturally sets with the curvature of the eye. So when you're applying, you want to make sure that inside edge is right along the lash line. So right where the bottom part of the rod would sit right on that lash line. Let that adhesive dry for about 2 minutes before you start applying any more adhesive. After that is set and it's secure, you're going to apply a thin coating of adhesive across the top of the lash rod. Then you're going to proceed to bring your lashes with your hook straight across the rod. Now this is very important. How these lashes sit is how the lash lift is going to bend those lashes. So making sure that the eyelashes are not crisscrossing in an X pattern, they're going straight from the lash line, straight up and across the rod. Going through with the point, you can see Mackenzie here is making sure that it is not crossing or tangled and it is laying straight back. On the outside edge, you can see she's kind of fanning the ends out to make sure it kind of spreads out. Keeping sure that there's no gaps, it's filled in, and it's a nice even layer. Now we're going to start with our step 1 of our lash lift. So what we're doing is we're putting a small dollop amount on our brush, and we're going to set it just like a 1/4 inch away from the base of the lashes. This lash lift is meant to sit right in the middle of the lashes. You've got to think the hair and the lashes are very fragile, so you don't want to do on the base and you don't want to do on the ends. So keeping the solution away from the two edges of the lashes. So you're going right on the bottom side of the lash rod and making sure that you let that set for about 5 minutes. After the time is up, you're going to take a wet Q-tip and wipe off the solution. So as you're going across, you have a gentle twist motion with the Q-tip and making sure you're getting all that solution off. You might use more than one Q-tip or either sides of the Q-tip, but making sure that it's a little bit damp to make sure you're getting all the solution off. So go across it with one Q-tip, getting all the excess, and go back again with the second time with a clean Q-tip to make sure all the step 1 is removed. You're going to go back through and apply step 2 in the same process. Everything you broke down, you have to reset again with step 2. So getting a nice amount on your brush and applying it to that mid-section of the lashes. Remember, make sure you're oversaturating this because this is how the lashes are going to stay. Once that is set, you're going to go ahead and do the removal the same way. Take a Q-tip and remove the excess of the solution of step 2 with the Q-tip. Then go back through with a damp Q-tip and do the same step again. Once again, as you're removing with that Q-tip, start at the base, and then as you're twisting up, you're almost rotating that Q-tip to get that excess solution off. As you can see here, Kenzie removed the excess. Now she's going back through with the damp Q-tip, not wet, making sure that it's not going to drip into or down into the eyes. So make sure it's just damp. Now that we have the lashes on the rod, now is the perfect time to go ahead and tint them as well. So like Mackenzie went over with the guest that she wants to do a natural black. So she is applying our natural black capsule, stirring in our appropriate developer with it. You want to make sure that you are saturating this now from roots to ends. Super saturating across that top, giving it a little bit of a tapping motion, making sure you're pressing it into those lashes. So you're going from the base all the way to the ends with the lash tint. Make sure to let that lash tint set for a full 5 minutes to get the full coverage and desired color. Same motion as we did removing, you're going to go through with a Q-tip to remove the excess and then go back through with a damp Q-tip to remove any more of the extra color itself. Now, when you're removing the rods themselves, what you want to do is the Q-tip and the water is going to help release the lashes from the lash rod. So the adhesive itself is water. It breaks down by water. So that's why before you just want it barely damp. But you keep rubbing those lashes with the Q-tip. Now, as you can see here, Mackenzie is rolling the eyelashes off the rod with a damp Q-tip. This will gently release the lashes from the rod and make it comfortable for the guest. After you're done with that, you're going to remove the rod from the lash lid. So once again, taking a damp Q-tip, going back and forth in a swiping motion until gently it releases from the eyelid. Clean up any of the excessive adhesive or any of the lash tint that is left behind with a damp Q-tip. Now take your swirly brush, comb the lashes up and out to see your finished product. While your guest is comfortable, tinting the brows is a great opportunity at this moment. So what you're going to do is after picking the appropriate shade, you're going to apply an amount to the brows, making sure it's going right along with their brow line. Don't oversaturate or go outside the shape of the brows because it does stain the skin. So put a nice coating across it and then rub it into the base, and that'll give their brows a better shape and a finished product.